Hi guys, my name is Megan. This is my first video ever, so be kind. I'm going to try to make this go as smoothly as possible, but I was thinking long and hard about what I wanted to do my first video on, and I was going to do a hair tutorial with the hairdo I'm wearing, the curls, which I'm still going to do, so if you like it, don't worry, it's coming up next. I realized that I really wanted to tell you guys a few of the little tricks I've learned, like beauty tricks I've learned that kind of save you some money, and they're really cool. I only have four, I think, right now, four little tricks that I use that are really useful. Being a blonde, and to all my fellow blondes out there, this might be really helpful for you. As you know, having blonde hair, if you go in the chlorine, or over time just washing your hair starts to turn colors. Like chlorine will turn it green, and then the water will sort of turn it some like brassy color. It's not pretty. They sell products to sort of help take the discoloration out of your hair, and they work. They do work. I've used them before. The one that I've used before, it's this stuff called BC Bonacure Hair Therapy by however you pronounce that name up there. It comes out in this dark purple color that's scary. You think it's going to turn your hair that color. You could sort of see it on the top. It's like, it's deep purple goo that you're supposed to wash your hair with, and that's the thing that takes all the discoloration out. For blonde hair is this like purple color, and I don't really know how that works. I don't know the chemistry of it all, but this stuff, this professional stuff, is really expensive. It's kind of not even worth it, honestly. I kind of just tried this actually just to try it because my hairdresser told me to, even though I've been doing this other thing since I was like 10 maybe. And you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you it works. Purple Kool Aid. I know, you're probably like laughing, like absolutely not putting that in my hair. But you know what? If you mix in like a little scoop of purple Kool Aid into your shampoo, and it makes this awful deep, like I don't even know if you would consider it purple. You mix it in and you wash your hair with it. And I promise you, it does not make your hair dingy, it doesn't dye it, it doesn't do anything. It works the same as all the professional products, except it's a small fraction of the cost. As you can see, I bought this big tub of it, which I thought was a good idea at the time, because I was like, oh, well, I won't have to go buy it for a long time. Don't do this, because you know what? I leave it in the shower, and because that's when you're using it, and it's almost impossible to get the purple Kool Aid like out of this tub without getting water into it, and so it's like crystallized. It's not like nice powder anymore. So I would recommend getting just like the little packets that they sell. They're really cheap as well, and you can usually get maybe 2 or 3 uses out of a packet. And you only need to do that maybe once a week. You can do it twice a week if you want to, but once a week is sufficient. And it will help your color stay nice and blonde. Okay, anyway, done with the blonde hair. All of you people, brunettes, redheads, whatever other hair color there is, black hair, I guess, you can come back and listen now, because I have some other things that will be really cool for you too. My eyebrows. You can't really tell, but they are really long. Like I have really long hairs, and it's not pleasant. One time I tried like trimming the hairs. That was a terrible idea, because then it just made my eyebrows look spotty and awful and short, and I will never do that again. But the problem is that if I don't tame them down in some way, like I can bump one and then like it'll like be going up, and then you know, on this side I might have one going down. And I know you can buy the gel to help stick them down and make them shaped and nice, but that's sort of unnecessary, because I found out a little technique that you can just kind of use using the stuff that you already have, probably. Okay, so You can use an old toothbrush, or you can use this little comb, you know, like that you use to like kind of brush up your eyebrows. You can use a little comb. You can use any sort of like eyebrow brush, or just an old toothbrush. You can use whatever. All you have to do is use hairspray. Spray it on, like kind of close up. You do not need a lot. You can spray it on like that, and then just go over your eyebrows and shape them however you want them while the hairspray is still sort of wet on there. It's fantastic. It's the best thing I've learned so far, because I just don't need another expense having to buy like eyebrow gel or anything, you know. Another thing that I've learned, number three, these gel pot eyeliners. I have the Bobbi Brown one right here, which they're fantastic. The problem with these ink eyeliners is if you leave them open for even a millisecond, they start to dry out, and it's kind of a pain, honestly. I mean, it's irritating because you spend so much on this and then it starts drying out. I have for you a way to prevent that. It's awesome. Well, not prevent it, but you kind of sort of undo it. I probably wouldn't have known this if I wear contacts, and so my contacts dry out every now and then, so I use eye drops. These are just Visine eye drops. Oh, gosh, I'm really bad at putting things in front of the screen. If you just drop a few eye drops in here, just like on the dry areas that you've used, it will moisten it back up, and the next time you go to use it, it'll be nice and creamy. It's really easy to apply, again, you know. So if you want to save your little gel pot eyeliners, that is the way. Use contact solution, just a couple eye drops. You don't need to like squeeze it in, you know, and fill up the gel pot. You really don't want to do that, because you actually might ruin it that way. So don't do that. Alright, last but not least. Okay, so this might get a little nasty, so prepare yourself. We all get the blemishes, and you know the ones I'm talking about, like the planet-sized ones. Even the not planet-sized, even just the little regular ones that are annoying, you know, and you're just like, oh, why is that there? Go away. We all get them, and there's all these like tricks that they tell you, like put toothpaste on it, and I tried that, and that doesn't work. I don't know who invented that. I mean, yeah, it feels nice and minty on your face, but does it dry it up? Does it get rid of it? Not really. The one thing that does help, and I swear, if you just put this on immediately, it has to be, this is the gross part, it has to be popped. Like, you have to have it, like, you know, sort of like open already. You can't have it like closed and put this on and expect it to work, because it won't. But this is something that would just be in your first aid kit. It's called Neosporin. Alright, no one really, I don't know if anyone ever thinks to use this on their blemishes, but it is like miracle cream. If you have one at night, you put it on and you leave it overnight, I swear to you, it will be like a quarter of the size that it was. It will still be there. It doesn't make it go away overnight. It's not like magical like that, unfortunately. I don't think anything is. But it will really, really reduce the size and the redness and everything. So even if you have like an engagement to go to and like one sprouts up like in like a matter of 15 minutes, because that does happen every now and then, but you can put this on and it'll look better before you go, and then you can cover it up, you know, and it helps not make it get so big after you cover it up, you know, because obviously if we have blemishes, we don't want them just sort of like uncovered if we're out in public or out at like some, you know, event. You don't want to just be like, oh, well, I have this huge thing and I can't cover it up because I'm trying to let it like breathe and heal. You know, some people do that, but those are the brave people. I don't do that. I cover it up no matter what if I have to go out in public. But this is definitely something good to put on the 15 minutes before you have to cover it up, because it will help it, and especially overnight, promise you. So those are my 4 little tricks. Thank you all for watching. Let me know if this was helpful at all. Let me know, I promise you won't hurt my feelings. Let me know if I ramble too much, because I just go off on tangents, and I know I tend to talk a little bit too much, but let me know if it was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, anything. the hairdo, that's coming up next. The curls, I'm going to do a hair tutorial. So, yeah. So, it's been great chatting with you guys. See you next time.